So I talk a lot about this idea of preferring shallow over steep patterns. And the reason really is because of the rotational freedom that comes with it. You need to keep in mind that the more our body rotates in the downswing, the more we want to move our path inwards. So as a right-handed golfer like myself, the more I rotate on the way down into impact, the more I turn my body, the more I'm bringing the path in this direction. So for example, if I'm somebody who is coming down steep, which already wants to move my path inwards, I can't necessarily rotate very well because all I'm going to do is send these variables even further out in front of me, swing even more out to in on the golf ball, and suffer from extremely low pulls or high weak flares, obviously depending on the club face position that you have. So for that player, my preference would be to have more of a shallow pattern. Now, the reason for this is because the more the golfer lays the club down behind them, this variable alone is actually moving the path more from the inside. Meaning if all the other things in my swing remain constant and I lay the club down more, right, in the downswing, I'm going to shift my path more from in to out. Well, guess what? In order to avoid hitting pushes now, you are going to incentivize your body to rotate to square things up. So when you have a steep pattern, you're not creating incentive to turn because you're going to cut way across the golf ball. That golfer has to compensate in some way, kicking the pelvis forward, hanging back, early extending, all sorts of problems. Well, if you're somebody who lays the club down, you're sending the path more from the inside. And because rotation as a variable wants to bring it more inward, one is going to send it to the outside, one is going to send it to the inside, and the combination of the two can match up and actually allow you to hit relatively straight shots, obviously depending on the severity of each variable. So laying the club down behind you creates incentive for your body to rotate in order to square up the path. When you have a steep shaft coming down and you're already playing these steep fades, if you try turning better, you're just going to make it even worse. That does not create incentive. So it's all about the environment you're creating in the downswing. Laying the club down into a more shallow position is what creates rotational freedom through the golf ball.